What's up, YouTube? It has been months since I last posted, and I kind of got burnt out. And today I'm really feeling kind of like not the best. Not like so bad, but just, you hit these points where you're like, what am I doing? A couple years ago, my life kind of got derailed. Uh, I was working on the yoga retreat property, like dream of like purchasing a property with friends, working on it, and then my friends had a falling out. And like 2 months or so before they had a falling out, I had like quit my career job with the city to like work on the yoga retreat full time, and then everything exploded, and I departed from that. And then the last couple of years, I haven't been sure if I wanted to go back to the city. And then I spent a year building a small house, the ADU, which you might be maybe aware of somewhat, but that kind of kept me focused. And I kind of tried a little more yoga stuff and tried things here or there. And I just having a tough time like deciding what to do with my time. There's a balance of wanting to make money, wanting to work on something I'm passionate about. And so I've been working at the cafe. Um, and that is really nice too, like getting to meet people, but and chat, and it's fun. It doesn't necessarily, sometimes it feels like work, but mostly it feels like you're really engaging with people. um Sorry how wobbly it is. I'm even to make this, I'm just using my webcam because it feels like too much work to I got burnt out on making vlogs and editing video. I did it, got really in there. I started a podcast. I was doing a vlog, and it was just like too much production time, where I didn't have time for anything else or like to make money. And maybe if I did it longer, things would snowball and stuff. But I kind of did it in an unsustainable way and got a little bit burnt out. And then this summer was busy. Went to Burning Man and went to Friends Club, which was that's like right was when I kind of stopped producing things. I just needed to reassess, and then now what you're seeing me in is I bought a travel trailer and I rented my room out, and so I'm staying in my yard. And then the idea is that that'll alleviate a little bit of financial stress. Um, I could pay all my bills and stuff, but I want to be stable to transition into the next thing. And so I'm thinking about buying a piece of property. Oh, this is really shaky. This is going to be really a bummer to watch, maybe, but it's on here. And I just want to get it moving. I'd like to keep doing the vlog and, like, not having it to be so serious, but connecting with, like, what a vlog is, like a video log, and not have to have it to be anything super specific, but yeah, doing it as simple as can so it isn't overwhelming. um yeah, I'm still working on, there's some other updates. Like, if you remember, I was working on having a baby with a couple, um, two really lovely women, and we actually we did get pregnant, but then we had a miscarriage, so we were at like 6 weeks. But we're gonna keep trying. We were considering to do IVF potentially, but now we know, uh, you know, through it actually works. So we're probably gonna save the tens of thousands of dollars to do IVF and just keep doing what we're doing and try to make it work. And um, today, this summer was just busy. I tried to do some more like festivals and more trips, and it was, fun, but then I felt overwhelmed. I also was like not getting to see all the friends that I necessarily wanted to, and it's good to meet other friends, but then I felt a little scattered by the end. And then I was like teaching yoga and going to yoga, and it just felt like a whirlwind. And so I kind of want to try to consolidate some of my time and energy. So I've been thinking about like going back to the city life of jobs, um, getting like a career job again and going that route. And I can still do other things part time, but I don't necessarily want to do more like cafe stuff. It's like, today is one of those days where you just feel like, I don't know. And then like, I'd like, remodeling a house is very intriguing, but then it's like you kind of need some money coming in. I could like, you know, reach out to some people I know to maybe be investors, but then that, is another thing. My intuition says to try to like do it on my own, but then even that, like just working on my own feels boring, kind of, you know what I mean? Like at the end of building the ADU by myself, it was like a lot of time to yourself to think about things. But yeah, the travel trailer though, it's been really good, and it's like the next step to buy a piece of property. So maybe that's really what. Maybe I lose sight of things sometimes, and it's like I gotta stick with this. But then I have this feeling about having another job too. So um, I'm not sure. You guys help. Um, yeah, and then some of the contractor handyman stuff I experimented with, that also was like, just by myself, and it didn't feel as rewarding as like doing my own work too. Like I do like helping friends, and like word of mouth. It's like I helped install a door recently, and that's super helpful, because they had never done it before. So it's like I think they could have, but it would have been. It's scary to do things for the first time. So um, I don't know. I just want to check in and get this out there, and I'd like to like come back to some sort of routine of this. And I also have been working on. I want to start this like. I guess let me know what you think. I want to start a support group. That's um, I'm kind of on the fence. Like it could be like a accountability group, but then I also gravitate towards like health and nutrition. Um, but then, sometimes it's like, am I just really passionate about this, or do I want to really offer this for other people? And this be like my, I want to maybe host like a weekly meeting to get, I guess I could just start there, like it doesn't have to be, just start simple. It doesn't have to be this crazy thing. Um, but I don't know. I'm not sure, you guys, but I think I'm going to look at some properties, look at some jobs, but then that's hard to narrow down. And I think I want to stay in this area. Um, just some friends and a little sweetie and a little baby, and family is close to here. So it's definitely cheaper elsewhere, um, and warmer, but it's cool to be around people that you know, and yeah, just not like lose your mind by yourself in a crazy old house. But maybe that's what I do, and then I just become this kooky old guy. Uh, but my hair's looking good, so that's good. Still got the mullet going. Got this shell at Burning Man. I should do a whole update about Burning Man. It was fun. Really unique, really special. I think I'm gonna go again next year, um, and maybe have some friends go with me too, and uh, that'll be fun in its own way. But it was nice, like floating around and seeing what it has to offer. But thanks for watching this. Thanks for the check-in. I'm sure there's more. Um, but I just want to get it on the books and get going and reconnect with y'all. Um, I took like Instagram and everything off my phone. And I've been doing, it's cool because now I do more Duolingo. Like anytime I look at my phone, like it would be Instagram's right there, I'll just like do some Duolingo. And that's been really cool because I've wanted to do Spanish. Like I really want to learn to like pursue the things that really light me up and like build on things. And I've wanted to be fluent in Spanish for a while. So I hope I can stick with that. It's interesting when you have so much free time. Uh, it just, is it directional? And I don't necessarily prioritize like spending money on classes, nor do I necessarily have the money to spend on classes right now. But there's like, I would probably take an instrument class, maybe take another Spanish class, or I could go to a Spanish meetup or something, or like go to Mexico for 3 months. I don't know, but yeah. So I'm like, after those going to those festivals, I really have felt myself kind of retracting. Like the beginning of the summer and during the summer, I think also with the vlog, the podcast, social media, promoting yoga, it was just so much external energy. And I kind of want to kind of consolidate my energy in that way. It like felt I got overwhelmed. I can't even like respond to all my text messages right now. And so sorry if you're trying to get a hold of me and I've just disappeared. Um, and yeah, took the social media off my phone, which feels really good. But then there's also like more time to myself, that I don't necessarily know which direction I'm going. So I think that's part of it too. I'm not just like being dragged along my responsibilities, but I have this point where I can like choose which direction to go. And so trying to set my direction, set my course and move that way. And then I'm trying to be more grounded and show up to do the things that I was working on. And I feel like I don't, for all the work I did recently, I feel like I don't have a ton to show for it. I definitely learned, um, enjoyed the experiences, and yeah, I think I want to get out of the cafe too because you're like on display all the time. Like I'm constantly like telling people what's going on and talking to people, and it's becoming a little, especially when I'm not sure what I'm doing and I've like changed around. It's a lot to be like, oh, I'm not doing that anymore, and now I'm doing this. And really, it's like this personal process becomes this external process, and it doesn't always feel good. Um, and when you're like interested in doing new things, you get like judged. You know, it's like it's not that, oh, you know, people's impression isn't always, or the vibe of it isn't always like, oh, that's cool. You can like set down the thing that you know isn't serving you and look for the other thing, and you're okay in that. It's like, oh, you know, you can't just stick with one thing. But it's like, I don't know why. I think it's both. Like some of it is sticking to one thing, and some of it is, uh, I want to find something that I want to run with for a while and keep building on. And so I think that's what I'm looking for. Um, Seeing how much capacity that I have for things. Um, maybe burning it all down and then I can build it back up is like letting go of some commitments and then I can get back into it. And it kind of feels that way with letting go of yoga for the season. I'm still working at the studio. That feels okay, but there is a Monday evening that feels like, you know, it would normally be a free day, except I have this one class at the end of the day, which maybe makes me feel grounded, but I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, it's cool to check back in and connect with you guys. Let me know what you think about the support group. I've also thought maybe it's just like a mastermind where we have accountability and we like share inspirational things and we get each other going in the right direction, or it's more like nutrition, health conscious based, and it could like I think it has to be like a little bit more focused on one or the other. So but yeah, shit. Maybe I'll bleep that out. Maybe I won't. This is an explicit episode. Man, it's so shaky this way. But you live, you learn. I love you guys. I'll let you know. I might buy a piece of property and start homesteading if I can find one that's big enough at the right price. And I'll just move the trailer there and live out in the woods until I can afford to build a house and then do that. I don't know. You can either like do all the work yourself or like get a job that pays enough so you can pay other people to do it, or a combination of both, um, or buy a property with friends and then build it with all of them and pool resources and stuff, which that seems cool. also. So, what does the future hold? What do I do? What do I do? Maybe I'll just start an ASMR channel and start like experimenting with things, and we can eat lunch together, and then I'll get some nails so you can hear it. And now the video is coming to an end, and we'll see what next week